What's going on? All right. What's going on? Let me see something. Oh man. Did I mess up the camera? I did. Uh there it is. Okay. Okay. What's going on, everybody? Yes. Finally, I haven't done a live stream in a while. Don't kill me. But I was like, this weekend I'm not doing anything, nothing pressing. So I was like, let me just start off my weekend right and on Friday do a live stream and hang out with you guys because last time I had a lot of fun, but lately I haven't had a lot of time to do live streams. So it's not on purpose, but I appreciate every five of you that are here in the chat. I know. Listen, every time I go away and spend too long and without doing a live stream, and then I come back dead. Like when I do it consistently, but I cannot commit. I try. I promise you that I try to commit to do live streams on Fridays or Thursday. I think that was the last time that I tried to settle on a date and time, but I just couldn't. It's just life. It's just too there's too much stuff for me to do. And I can't. And I gotta prioritize. Family comes first, and this come. I think this is not even about my top five, and that's no insult to you guys, but I love doing this. When I do have a good time. I haven't done a lot of videos lately because I don't think there's a lot of stuff to talk about. But I wanted to, and also I wanted to do a video a couple of times, but it's just the last 2 weeks have been extremely rough when it comes to the work. Jolly Critics, I'm glad I got to what. Oh my goodness, it's your birthday. Let me see if I had the birthday. Oh, do I have the birthday thing? Let me see. Tell me I had the birthday thing. Here we go. Here we go. Let me see. No, it's not working. I think I broke it. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Why it's not playing though? Why it's not playing? That's messed up. Hold on one second. Let me see. Yeah. See? Why it's not playing? That's sorry. I have balloons for you, buddy. Thank you for spending your time here on your birthday. I appreciate you showing up. What's going on, Patrick? Good to see you here. Selena, yes, I press record. What's up, buddy? Good to see you here. It's always good to see familiar faces. Cal, Manito, what's going on? What's good? What's really popping? What's good? Good to see you here. Hey, I hope you didn't take off from work to come and show up here, bro. Money comes first. I know you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. What's going on, Jalen? Good to see you here. Hey, Phil. Good to see you here, buddy. Good to see you here. Hey, I'm no longer eating into your time. I think you do your live stream on Thursdays, right? So I hope I'm not intervening with your schedule, buddy. I might show up on Dave's stream tonight. I might, because last time that was really fun. So I don't know. Yeah, man, no problem. You're very welcome. I'm glad that you're hanging out here with me. Thank you. You need to start doing this more often, once a week, because I miss you. Aw, hearts. I try. Hey, look who's here. Mi amigo, mi pana. Alex, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you here. What are your thoughts on our movie? What is it? What are your thoughts on our movie news channels? I think he's starting to become more James Gunn. No, I don't think he is. No, I don't think he's a hater. I don't think he's a hater. No, I don't want to speak on because I had a little exchange with him, and I was being facetious with some of the stuff that I said to him, but he took it too hard. I don't know what to tell you, but no, I don't think he is. I think he's just when you open to stuff and then you get presented with something that you don't like, you might swing the other way, and then when you see something that you like, you might swing the other way. So I think that's I don't think he's a negative dude. He's like very pro Snyder and all that stuff, but that's fine because I'm pro Snyder and I love his work. So we got a sibling rivalry thing going on. Oh, are we? My show is about oh really? Oh, sorry. My bad. My bad. I'm My bad, Phil. Love you, buddy. Sorry. I could have sworn it was Thursday though, because I think I said I was gonna. Oh no, you're right. You're right. It's Friday. Yeah, yeah. Sorry. Hey Manolo, good to see you here, buddy. What's my favorite shot from the Superman teaser? I think I think it's everybody's. The one where he saves the little girl. That because that's what, like, I don't know, it's something about that shot and the way the music used to, like, like it's something about that shot that I really like when it hits. But anyway, oh good, we gotta, there you go. There you go. Make sure to go into his channel after you finish here. I got too few viewers for me to say, yeah, go and watch him. But yeah, yes, listen, I love the Daredevil, but I don't know if this season is like, it feels like it's a build up. The first episode didn't do it for me. And the second episode, it's okay. It feels like it's a build up. That's what it feels like. And I hope that it gets better. I hope that it does get better. It gets better because, oh my goodness, like the first episode was too slow. I was like, oh, I hope this is not gonna end up well for like, this is not the way that I want Daredevil to be remembered. But it's getting better. We got a Frank Castle back, so that's good. So yeah, no, I enjoy it. I'm enjoying it, but I think I think, how many episodes is supposed to be? Like 20 something episodes? I mean, partition between two seasons. And I think too many episodes, I think, is what might hurt that show, because they had to do a lot of filler episodes. I've seen Superman film. Love Nicholas Hoult, Lex Luthor. I want to see Nicholas Hoult, Lex Luthor, my friend. Would you want Superman to write? Would you want Superman to write a world's finest film with Snyder input with the directing? Would you want Superman? I think you meant James Gunn. Because Zack Snyder can direct whatever he wants in the DC. Like, if James Gunn comes knocking on his door, I would love to see. Like, the thing that he said that he wants to do is, it's The Dark Knight, but he wants to do a direct adaptation from Frank Miller's novel. So I don't know if that's, yeah, I know you're not a fan. I know you're not a fan. Let me see. If Gunn's next film is now WF, WF, is not an AWF. Wonder Woman film? Wonder film? Batman versus Superman. What should you like to, what would you like it? Oh, what would I like it to be? World's Finest. If it's not World's Finest, that's a good freaking question. I was looking forward to The Authority, but I don't think that's happening. I don't think The Authority is happening. Let me think about that. Let me get back to you on, damn. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like, I hear him talking about the way he talks about Batman, and know how good he was with his Leather movie. I was thinking about, maybe he could direct Batman, because so many people are so divided on Andy Muschietti. I would prefer Andy Muschietti to direct the film, because I think Andy Muschietti has a way to balance the fantastical and grounded and gritty, because he did a good job. Like, if you go for whatever it's for what it's worth, if you're going to watch the Flash movie, every Batman scene in there is really good. It's really good. Well, not the end credit one. Spoiler alert. But I thought it was, I think so too. Manolo. I think The Authority might find its way to the animation department. Let me see. Yeah, I know. You love Andy. I actually, I would prefer Andy too. I think Andy has an eye to. He knows how to balance humor, dark action. And I think, yeah, I think Andy would do a better. I think, in my opinion, my humble opinion, I think Andy would do a better job. Like if James Gunn writes it and says, "Here you go, Andy, go and direct it," I will be like, perfect. This is perfect. Jalen Harris, what are your thoughts on the Japan getting Superman same day in the US? I'm gonna talk about that. Yes, a lot of us were expecting something big. I was like, I don't think we're gonna get something big. Yeah, you need to chill out. Like every announcement is not gonna be a huge announcement. I believe we're gonna get a trailer either the day of or the week of CinemaCon. Man, I'm right there with you. Muschietti is a prime candidate. Yes, for Bury the Ball. I hope he stays on. I hope so too. You get one of these, buddy. Oh, it's working. How come the gloves are not working? That's messed up. Yeah, you get another one. Yes, yes. I know Andy. Yeah, I would prefer Andy. Love to see Andy do John Constantine. Ooh. No, I keep a Goldman. Nah, leave a Goldman do his thing. Let's get in some of this stuff. And you know, guys, as always, oh my God, I think I broke it. As always, we're gonna talk about. You can interrupt me midstream as long as it's within the subject. I'm gonna talk about a couple of things that I like, and then we're gonna get into the DC stuff because this is a DCU live stream. What is playing in the background? Something's playing. Hold on one second. And I don't want to miss. Okay. Let me turn it off. Okay. What, the drops didn't, no sound drop? It didn't sound? You didn't get the sound? Hold on one second. No, it's not getting sound. What the hell is going on? God, I'm upset. Why is not working? Let me see. Oh, I know what it is. Properties. Give me one second. Let's try that one more time. Oh, it's not gonna work. So you're not even listening to, you're not gonna be able to hear the music or the, no, I need to fix this. Let me see, is this one? There it is. You son. Is it? Okay, you get one of this. Okay, let me know if you hear this. You get one of this, Cal. Okay, there you go. All right, so Japan was a huge announcement. I'm sorry. Alex Lobo, Japan was a huge announcement. Rarely do films. Yes, I was gonna say that. Rarely do films release in Japan simultaneously with the U.S. release. 100%, you are right. And but Fantastic Four is also gonna be released in Japan at the same time. And listen, it's not like Japan is like a huge market where they're gonna get a lot of money. But that's a good indicator that it's gonna be that it's more people, more countries are gonna join. So get that global release of Superman. It's a win. It's a huge win. So I hope we get it day in China also, because China, not to criticize my Chinese viewers if I have any, but when stuff gets released here first, China finds a way to bootleg it. So. But one thing, let's get into this. Let's get into all of this. Let me go back here. What is this? What is this? Why do I have this? Oh no, that's not. Sorry, that is just some dumb shit I was like. Okay, first look at Bane in Absolute Batman. Absolute Batman. It's like, I don't know. I just love you get. Absolute Batman, get one of these. That comic book, this one right there, you cannot see it. Let me go back here. This one, I don't know how the weather people do this shit, but that shit right there is freaking amazing. And they reveal what Bane looked like, and instead of like because like the whole comic book run is like making changes with some of the characters. Like they made Batman this brooding giant, and I was thinking probably they're gonna make Bane like a small guy with I don't know, some special skills, whatever. They decided like, nah, let's make this motherfucker bigger. So I was looking at it like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. So I'm really loving this. I'm really digging it. If you are a comic book reader, and DC is killing it with this Absolute, man. I love this one. I love Wonder Woman and also Superman. I haven't gotten to the latest Superman. Okay, but yeah. So yeah, this is absolutely great. So the next thing is Ironheart. I saw this. I'm looking. You know what? I want to give this a fair shot. I want to give it a fair shot because I was never a big fan of the Young Avengers. I think they're gonna play a big part on the on the Doomsday and the Infinity, not Infinity Saga, and the Doomsday help me out, chat. on the next Avengers movie, they're gonna play a big part, and I think they're laying the groundwork with this young Avengers, and if there's any truth to all those leaked photos, maybe that's what they're really doing. That they're gonna Doomsday and Secret Wars. Thank you, Phil. I should have you join the live. And so I think they just like laying the groundwork. We already have some of the Young Avengers. We already have Miss Marvel and Kate Bishop, and now we have Ironheart, and I think they established one also and Agatha all along, whatever. And I think they just establishing all those little those Young Avengers so they can be they can play a huge part of the Secret Wars, and I don't know Doomsday, but yeah, Secret Wars Avengers movie. So I'm gonna give it a shot. Like Marvel like the first batch of shows, they were pretty solid, but now like lately I don't know, they're not doing it for me as much as they did the first time around. So this week, this week has been 4 years since they released Zack Snyder Justice League. I know some of you probably are Zack Snyder haters, which you shouldn't be. You should appreciate every director who gets to play with his characters, and I think Zack Snyder did an incredible job, an amazing job. I was part of that whole movement, which is a bittersweet relationship that I have with the Snyder Cut because of what happened after it. But this movie, the Man of Steel, to me is like one of my top 5. Justice League and BVS. BVS is like top 3 comic book film of all time. This trilogy to me is amazing, and the fact that we got the Snyder Cut release, because it was an effort. It was a combination of a lot of things. I always said it wasn't just us screaming into the void and say let's release this movie. Yes, that played a huge factor, because when we did that little campaign, that everybody took notice. Yes, they won this. There's people out there that won this film. That played a huge part. It played a huge part that we were hit with a pandemic. Everybody was at home, so that a lot of determining factors. And also there was the birth of HBO Max or Max, whatever it is that you want to call it. Like all those things, like all the moons align perfectly for this movie to exist, and we should be celebrating this. And this the fact that we got this huge win. After that, it turned into something else, which I'm not gonna get into because I don't want to just, downplay or shit on the monumental feat that was that to make to bring that movie forward. He gave me the best Joker version. Actually, I appreciate this version of the Joker than the one that David Ayer put out there. But yes, this was a global phenomenon. Yeah, no, I really love the fact that we got to see this film, and that we got this is a huge win for Zack Snyder, for in kind of not a redemption, but a win for all the things that he dealt with and had to endure during the production of that film, and the embarrassment that he suffered during the production of all the things that he dealt with. I think this was a great win for him. So yeah, so it's been already 4 years since the release. So I need to add claps. I need to add a claps to this thing. Let me see. Ah, no, it's not working. I need to add claps. So this little thing just took off. I posted this Alan Ritchson. Somebody corrected me the other day. I was like, oh my God, I've been pronouncing his last name all wrong all this time. So Alan Ritchson. I cannot freaking say.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Anyway, so Alan Ritchson. Everybody has been fan casting him as Batman for the DCU Batman. I, for one, I'm like, yeah, sure. He looks the part. He's big. He's jacked. He's a decent actor. He's not a A-list actor, but he has the most viewed show right now in the world. So is it in the world or Amazon only? Help me, Phil, because I know you know that stuff. But yeah, so I posted this of him. Let me see if you can hear it, because I hope I don't get a strike. But this was hilarious. This is Alan Ritchson, Batman audition tape.
They'll never let me take down Quinn. That's the only reason I agreed to do any of this.
Quinn will face justice for what he's done.
Justice? He strung Cole up like a piece of meat and bled her out like livestock. I don't want justice. I want vengeance. They'll never let me.
So people have lost their minds. Like there's a huge divide, because a lot of you do not like this casting, and I was surprised, because I think everybody wanted this man to play this character. Look at you, Cal. I prefer him as Aquaman. I do too. Or Shazam. I do too. I agree with you 100% on this. I would prefer him as Aquaman, because he's like a good sidestepping from Jason Momoa, and I want him to be like a blonde white guy, so people lose their freaking mind over that, because I think it's just silly. But yeah, so but a lot of people, a lot of people do not like him. Boo, bro! I thought this was something. I thought the same thing. I saw this in a few hours ago. Oh, okay, so you saw that. Okay, hopefully. The funny thing is that somebody played the theme music of the Batman in the background. So I don't know. How do you guys feel about this casting? If the casting, because I know he's been going everywhere and just talking about it, saying, yes, I want to do that role. I want to play him. Put me in, coach. I'm ready. Okay, see you. Good to see you, buddy. Here. Sorry. Have a good one, buddy. Have a good one. I'll come and stalk you on yours when I finish here. Yeah. So I thought this. I think I'm fine either way. I know a lot of people do not like him. Yeah. No, he played Aquaman on Smallville. I remember he had the orange and green suit and everything. Yeah, I remember that. But that was like a low budget party city Aquaman. that's what it was. Let me see. I'm sorry, I'm skipping a lot of your chats, guys. So let's continue with this stuff. Apple is lost $1 billion on streaming. Listen, streaming. I hope, you know what. No, I shouldn't say that. But I know Apple is investing $5 billion a year just for streaming shows alone. So for the streaming service to lose $1 billion, and what's freaking funny is that they have amazing shows. Like some of the best shows like that I watched in the past year have come from Apple. So I'm surprised. Like Foundation, what's the other show that I watched there? I just watching the new show with Han Solo, where he's what's the name of the show? Anyway, so I watch a bunch of stuff from Amazon. from Apple. And also this show right here, Severance, which I haven't seen the last episode, so please do not spoil it for me. But yeah, Severance is also an amazing show, and everybody's talking about that show. So it is surprising to me to see that they are not doing that great. That's crazy. But anyway, so having $1 billion loss in 1 year, when you invest in 5, next year I don't think they're gonna put that kind of money, even though that's like chump change. That's a birthday party for Apple, but still, that's a division that they investing on, and they cannot have those kind of losses and continue to operate. But that's a lot. Brian Cully, el más chingón. Órale, güey. Órale. Let me see. Let me close this. Okay. All right. So let me get. Oh no. Oh my God. I thought I lost everything. Let me see. What are you guys arguing about? Let me see. I'm sorry. Let me go back to some of the chat. Looks like Shazam. I don't watch. You should watch Reacher. Reacher is pretty good. Yo, Invincible was amazing. Oh my God. Yeah, I should have something ready. Invincible was really good. This season was amazing. It lived up to it's I cannot say enough how good that show is. I love Invincible. Make him Batman. I don't think a lot of people. I don't know. I could go either way. Alan has Batman. Period. Okay. Captain Atom. Yes, I saw that, and I think he does look like Captain Atom. So I think he would definitely be a good fit. Let me see. Joel Familia. Problem is that Apple is not media conglomerate. Oh, that is true. They are a tech conglomerate. That's true too, and they probably wanted to make some of that money of the. I think they saw. No. I think I'll tell you what it is. This is like Microsoft wanted to start making movies and shows. Yeah, and listen, they can still pull it off because Microsoft. They started it with Xbox, and Xbox is like like all the stuff that I'm hearing. Xbox is about. They have a joint venture with Steam, so they're about to like I got a feeling like they're about to be number one. They're about to dethrone PlayStation. So and I think Apple wanted to do for streaming TV shows and movies the same thing that they did for the music industry, where they just changed the entire. Yes, oh my God, like they did for music, that they changed the entire music industry forever. The iPod, they changed everything forever. For all mankind, yes. Dickerson, I didn't watch the morning show, freaking amazing show, and what's the name? Ted Lasso. Yes, man, they have like such amazing shows. So I'm befuddled by this. So I'm befuddled that it's not doing really. No, they haven't. No, they haven't. I'm befuddled that why they're not doing so great. So okay, so this week there was a news that dropped about Coyote versus Acme. I'm sorry, guys. I don't remember bringing this bottle of water here. Why is it looks so dark here? Let's see. This thing, like, it has this stupid setting that it resets. I don't know what to do. Anyway, so sorry guys. So this week there was some news about that movie that Sasla put on the shelf for a tax write-off, for taxing purposes, whatever. And and right now it's being shopped around. I forgot the name of the company that might be taking that film. But when that happened, at the same time, my friends at DC Film News posted a video, which I'm not gonna play for you guys because I don't want to get a strike, because I know they got a strike. Well, I don't know if they got a strike, but I know the content got removed. And they show some action scene of this movie that I was like, you know what? I was invested. I was like, I want to see this movie. because the directors, these are the directors of the last two Bad Boys movie. They brought back, they made Bad Boys great again. so I was surprised that movie went away. So I think there was something there. I think they had what's the name? They had one of those oh, thank you. Somebody became a member. Gifted one membership. Oh, thank you for that. I forgot our membership enabled. I forgot about that. Thank you, Lisa. Hey, Lisa. Good to see you here, buddy. So let me see. So I know that they were working on this film. They did the last two Bad Boys movies, and they have been, every single one of them have been bangers, right? So when they announced that they were gonna direct the Batgirl movie, I was like, oh yeah, I want to see this because they have been consistently good. And so when Zaslav said, no, I'm gonna use Canon for a tax write-off, everybody lost their shit, including me. I wanted to see this film. And then on Wednesday, DC Film News, they leaked or show some behind the scenes footage where they show some action pieces. It's a very rough cut because it's not edited for cinema. But apparently people are saying that the movie, it looked good from what I saw. Okay, no, this with special effects, sounds, editing, proper sound mixing. It will, I think this looks good. So I don't understand when people say that, no, this is not a great movie. So, and at the same time, I think at that time they said that it could hurt the brand. And I remember that I think I heard Robert Martin Burnett, who I have some more information on him later on, who said, listen, it could have gone when because I didn't understand that. When they said it could have hurt the brand, like, what the hell do you mean it could hurt the brand? Let the freaking movie breathe. Put it out there. Let us be the judge of that. But when they said that it could hurt the brand, and I didn't understand it until this guy put it in context. Like, listen, Sony has a problem. They have all these characters that could have been amazing in films, but they devalue the product by putting bad movie after movie after movie. And that's when he dawned on me, I was like, oh my God, yeah, you're right. If this movie would have been bad, then it would have been harder for somebody else to bring a Batgirl into this universe, because now you had that bad stain of that film flopping or hurting the brand. Just like Green Lantern, we couldn't get Green Lantern right or in front of cinemas because of the damage of that film with Ryan Reynolds. So I guess that's what they were referring to. I don't know if the movie, from what I saw, from everything that I seen, I want to see the movie. Release the Batgirl movie. But if it's as bad as they make it out to be, because they had like a funeral viewing, and people were saying that that was CW type, but I think you saw a rough cut. Probably you saw a movie that didn't have the special effects. It didn't have all the things that make to make a real movie. This movie was far from complete. So I think judging it based on that, I don't think that was a fair thing to do. But I hope they find a way. If it's good, hopefully they shop it around. I don't know that they can do that. I don't know whether the legal implications of that, but I wish I could see that film if it's possible. But anyway, so what are you guys saying? Yeah, I know, from everything that we saw, everything. I remember that I used to cover this movie a lot. I used to cover the movie a lot. The Flash would have been let me see. The Flash will have to be reissued with the original ending. Oh, that's true. To make sense, that is true, because the Batgirl movie had a lot of tie-ins to the Flash movie, so they had to reissue. Yeah. Oh man. Damn, David Downer. That is true. I don't think they're gonna reissue the Flash girl, the Flash girl, the Flash film. So oh man, yeah. Green Lantern was a huge step back. Yeah, it stepped back at Green Lantern years. Like to this day, they don't trust it fully to put it in cinemas. They put it in a TV show, test the water, see how it does. And I think that show is gonna be amazing. I'll talk about it in a few minutes, but I think that show is gonna be amazing. But they had to do that first because they don't trust the brand enough to say, okay, let's invest over $100 million to put this movie out, because all the damage that was done, how many years ago? It's been years. Lisa, Batgirl Batgirl had a screen test of 60%, which was better than Black Adam. Ooh, see, I got a feeling that movie was, I think that movie, it could have been something. It could have been something. Yes, I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. Oh man, well, here we go. So I'm not gonna get into this. This is a little bit too dramatic, but this is this is something that that Robert Meyer Burnett said on the John Campea show about the Superman film.
You know, the DC brand is undergoing right now an entire reinvention. It's not just Superman coming out in July. You've got a Supergirl film that's in the middle of production right now. And they've made a substantial financial investment into this. You have Creature Commandos that we've already seen. You have a substantial monetary investment coming out. The studio is really bullish on this. You know, the thing about Superman is, in our space, I've only heard from people who work within the industry that Superman is really good. That's all I've heard. I've heard, you know, the people that have poo-pooed it, at least that I've heard from the industry, are not poo-pooing it in a way that I believe is bad. It's more like they're like, do you think it's really wise that a superhero movie, they're betting a new... if the movie's good, like you always say, winning cures everything.
Yeah.
You know,
so pretty much he's saying that that Warner Brothers is investing heavily on this film. They're relying heavily on the Superman or the DC universe to succeed. And I think it will. I don't have any doubts. And I think one thing to be fair, because whenever you hear people like this that are kind of connected apart in the industry, they're gonna take two different stands. One is gonna be, if they hate the product or the IP or the movie, they're gonna say all these negative things about this film. Some of the stuff you probably do not want to trust it, and at the same time, if they love the IP, or they're gonna say good things about it because they want it to succeed. Fair, right? But from what I'm seeing, from what I'm hearing from them, from people in general, because I have asked around to see, because one thing I had a little back and forth with somebody last night. And it was about how the general audience feeling about the Superman movie, or do they know anything about it? And yes, a lot of people that I asked, just random people, even family members that are not into movies like that, like, yeah, I saw a commercial for it. I remember I seen a trailer for it, or I saw a commercial on YouTube for it. Yeah, I know there's a movie coming out, but it's a different guy. This is the first thing that they say. This is a different guy. He looks different. And that's the only takeaway that I have from it. That and one thing that I get also is what he said at the end. Another superhero movie, like didn't we have Captain America the other day? That I get that. That's one of the things that I get, where people feel like there's a lot of overabundance of superhero movies. But but I do get that people recognize that this movie's coming out, that it's a different Superman. So those are two things that James Gunn and the team needed to get right from the get-go. They needed to make sure that everybody knows there's a new Superman movie coming out, and that is a different Superman from the one that we've seen before. And that's exactly what's going on. And hey, Lisa. Oh, thank you, Lisa. What are you saying? Thank you for the super chat. DC one cheap young talent. That's a fact. Yeah, that's true. That is true. That's why you see all this young talent on the Superman roster and on the TV shows everywhere. So going back to what I was saying, yeah. So the general audience it is becoming aware of this product. It's becoming aware that it's a different Superman, that it's a different story. So like with every Batman, you know, when we got Michael Keaton, then we got a different Batman. We got Ben Affleck. We got fuck. I mean, that's why I do live stream, because I get mental blocks with my actors' names. But yeah, so people understand that these characters that we get a couple of movies and then he moves on to a different actor. That's one thing. Another question that I asked. Thank you, Lisa, for bringing that up. Who is that guy? Like, who's the new Superman? And like, there's been a couple of times they're like, yeah, he's a new up and coming guy. You probably saw in Twister. Oh no, I didn't see that movie. That's pretty much the gist of it. But they're not as hung up as we are. Oh, it should have been XYZ, or it should have been that dude, or they should have made another one with so and so. Like, I haven't gotten one single person who has gone to that. Like, no, I'm lying. There's one person who said, I really like Henry. And I said, yeah, he was amazing. But the thing is that, yes, I have that experience where the general audience is becoming aware of this product coming out. So that's a good indicator of this film performing well, which it needs to. And Lisa, thank you for the super chat. You're right. DC wants cheap young talent, and that's a fact. They do. And because legacy actors, they require a lot of money. So there was a rumor about a big name being in the Superman movie. And I always assume this is not a scoop. This is not me that I know something about that film, but I always assume that it's gonna be Tom Cruise. That, like, I always get a feeling like Tom Cruise is playing Jor-El. Anyway, let me see. Joel Familia, we have to wait until May when it's 2 months. When it's 2 months out. Yeah, that's true. That's when they're gonna, like, the marketing is gonna. That's when it's gonna kick off. Like any notion that, like, people, there is individuals that they want to say, oh no, where's the marketing? Like, oh fuck, this movie's coming out. It's not coming now. It's until what, 4 months from now? You crazy? This is interesting news. I didn't get a chance to cover it. Colin Farrell was in talks to star in DC Studios Sergeant Rock. A lot of people do not like this idea. I don't care. I honestly, like, Sergeant Rock is a character. Like, yeah, it's a DC. Like, because I'm not gonna be glazing everything that the DCU does. I don't do that with no IP. Like, even with directors that I love, I don't glaze everything that a studio or a director or an actor does. No, I was not interested in Sergeant Rock. I'm intrigued. I want to see it. I heard good things about it. I don't know about the history that so many other actors wanted to do it. Bruce Willis, Arnold Schwarzenegger, even Quentin Tarantino one time wanted to take a shot at it. And nothing ever happened. So this is a movie that's been kind of out there for people in the conversation in Hollywood. So it's finally gonna get made with Luca Guadagnino. And the only thing that people are complaining, well, why is this guy here when he playing Penguin? Like, when you see him in Penguin, you don't know that's Colin Farrell. Like, literally, like, you see him, like, it doesn't look like Colin Farrell. So he wouldn't show up with the Penguin makeup to do Sergeant Rock. But it's so hard to understand. Plus, the thing is that he already probably has a contract, and they can find a way to transfer his contract over into the DC. Who knows all the machinations that are working behind the scenes. And at the same time, you have a director that is a Academy Award nominee that is like that has been like hitting out of the park for the last 3 movies. I think the last movie he made was Challengers. Before that was, which one was it? Queer, and I think Call Me By Your Name or something like. But every movie that he's made, they have been very good movies, and they have been critically acclaimed. So having this low budget action World War II theme with a great director and a good actor, like, to me, it's like, it makes total sense. It makes total sense. But anyway, so let's get into this. So let me see if do I have it here? No. Okay. So this is the announcement that DC Japan. Let me see if I can translate this. I can translate it. Okay. So they had announcements. They posted something yesterday. I want to say yesterday. Yeah, the day before yesterday, stating that there's something big happening. And when I saw that, I was like, I don't think it's gonna be anything big. I thought it was gonna be something like this. I said to somebody, I think it's merch. To be honest with you, I think it's merch. And sure enough, it was a good announcement. It was a big announcement because the announcement is that Japan is going to be playing Superman the same day and day with when it releases in the US. So it's going to be releasing in Japan, and it's going to be released in the US. Now, granted, Japan, the biggest box office earner there that did a day and day was, I think, Fast and Furious. I think it was. Was it? Or was it I don't know. I don't remember. But it was I saw somebody posting about it, and then I researched it, and he was right. But it's a good thing that this movie's coming out in the US and in Japan at the same time. I hopefully, like I said at the beginning, the same thing happens with China, because the thing is that also one thing to note is that only 2 weeks before that. And I posted this. This is what I did. Keep in mind that this is an uncommon announcement. This is uncommon, and it's a good opportunity for Superman chances to be a financial success, considering that Fantastic Four will be released 2 weeks after on July 25th. At the same time that it's going to be released in Japan also. That's another movie that is going to release day and day. And Jurassic World Rebirth will release 9 days before the Superman comes out, but it was going to come out 2 months later in Japan. So the only direct competitor that Superman is gonna have is gonna be a Fantastic Four, and this is what I said. They should create a Barbie Hammer style marketing campaign, since DC needs a strong start and Marvel desperately needs a win. Marvel needs a win. Marvel is not looking good, and that's not a good thing for CBM in general. I think if Marvel suffers, because look what I said earlier when I asked people around about Superman, their reaction was, didn't we get just another superhero movie just the other day? So sorry guys. So Superman doing great for the DC studio, and Marvel doing great. It will help the genre, but if Marvel sinks, it's gonna hurt everybody. The CBM sphere cannot afford to see Marvel continue to fail. And I said that if the Thunderbolts, which looks promising, and I'm interested to see that movie, if the Thunderbolts fail, sorry, I'm getting a call. I don't know if they're gonna be able to move Fantastic Four. But I got a feeling like they're gonna just like get scared and move Fantastic Four to another day, because I don't think they can afford to have 3 failures back to back, because that Captain America is not performing well. If the Thunderbolts don't perform well, they're gonna panic, because they don't want 3 bad back to back duds. No, it wasn't. I saw it. I was like, why people have it? I think it's because he was a black man. But it was decent. It wasn't great, but it wasn't as bad as people made it out to be. I didn't think it was that bad. The Thunderbolts, I have Bucky in it. Yes. Yeah. Bucky is a big draw. The Thunderbolts have Bucky in it. Yeah. It'll be fine. I think that film is going to be fine. Hopefully. All right, so we got some Jason Momoa Lobo news. Apparently, so Jason Momoa says his Lobo appearance is pretty dead on from the comic books and confirmed he'll appear briefly in Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. We look pretty dead on. So I think he's talking about, so I guess she's gonna have the skirt. Supergirl's gonna have the little skirt. Exactly like the character. It's her movie. So it's great. I just come on for a little bit. So yeah. So he's gonna be comic book accurate. He's gonna also. There's another report where he says that he's riding the bike. I think it is. Yeah. Let me see. This is because he's promoting right now the video game movie, the Minecraft, the Minecraft movie. So we're getting a lot of stuff from him.
Is the white makeup for Lobo all over, or only the skin you can see?
What do you mean on the skin you can see?
I mean, he wears a lot of armor and stuff sometimes.
Oh, he has to wear. Yeah, I mean, like I'm covered.
100%.
I can't wait for Lobo.
I can't wait either, dude.
Dude, is it too late for a cameo?
I got a little pitch.
Dude, get me a cameo on Lobo.
Look, here. Where's my
He teased
I
that.
just want to say Lobo.
Laba.
Oh, dude, I was this close. I was.
He teased the guy that he was gonna show him the picture, but he didn't. What an asshole. Anyway, but yeah, I listen. This dude was like perfectly. He was born to play that role. So I'm looking forward. Even though, if you read the comic books, Creme of the Yellow Hills, I'm not. No, Creme of the Yellow Hills. No, he's gonna be there. There's a bounty hunter in the film, and I think the writer, Snyder. No. The writer of Supergirl, he come out and said, yeah, we were gonna have Lobo as the bounty hunter, and we had to change it because we didn't want to make it about Lobo being in that. We wanted to be the whole thing about her and not have all the heroes in it. That's why they took out the Lobo storyline. So they're gonna insert it back again using Lobo as because in the comic book, she hires a bounty hunter. So the bounty hunter is gonna be Lobo. So I'm looking forward to that. I want to see what that looks like. What is this? Okay, so more Green Lantern news. So Sherman Augustus joins Lantern series, the Lantern series HBO. Stranger Things. He is set to for a key recurring role in the Lanterns HBO series drama based on the Green Lanterns DC Comics. He joins leads Kyle Chandler and Aaron Pierre in the series regular Kelly MacDonald. The series from Chris Mundy, Damon Lindelof, and Tom King follows Tom King. Oh my God, I can't believe I couldn't remember. The new recruit John Stewart appear in Lantern legend Hal Jordan Chandler, two intergalactic cops joining to a dark Earth-based mystery that they investigate a murder in the American heartland. Augustus will play John Senior, who is John Stewart's father and the human embodiment of stubbornness. Okay, so we already got his mom, his father, a younger version of his father, and an older version of his father. I think they have to monitor. So I think the series is gonna be centered around John Stewart. This is gonna be John Stewart origin story, so that way they can establish that character in the DC universe moving forward. So yeah, so they're gonna make his. That's why they're gonna do like flashbacks where his father when he was young, who apparently he's like a jaded individual who hates everything, who feel like he's being wronged by life, that his life didn't go the way that he wanted, and then he grows up into an older disgruntled old man who probably doesn't have a great relationship with his son, which is not like a huge part of his history in the comic books, but it's interesting that he is gonna be there. So I think it's gonna be a lot of that. Anyway, so let me see what's this. Superman current runtime is roughly 2 hours. Listen, this is the most. Let me say this carefully, because I do not believe anything this guy Jeff Snyder. I don't believe nothing this guy says, whether it's positive or negative, because I think he's playing both sides. And what's I found it befuddling, and the only person who I've seen calling this out has been Dave. That's why I ride with Dave for whatever. That dude keeps it 100. So this dude was unbearable during the Snyder Cut days when everybody was pushing for the Snyder Cut. This guy was an asshole. I literally, like, he was an asshole. Hard to deal with. He will go at people or saying all these really horrible things. All of a sudden, people forgot about this and are quoting this individual. Like, this is a news channel, so they have to do it. I get that. I got no problems with my boys there. But when I see all the channels taking this as gospels and like giving this man credit, like, do you know who this guy was? Like, we cool with this dude now because it fits the narrative that we try to push forward, that we hate everything, we're supposed to hate everything that James Gunn does. Like, make it make sense. So anyway, this individual said a couple of weeks ago that he heard from a source that the Superman movie was bad. Now he's saying that he's hearing the opposite. So he's playing both sides. So that way, when the movie's great, he's like, oh, see, I told you the scoop that I had it right. But if the movie flop, because a movie can be anything. Let's not kid ourselves. The movie can be anything. So if the movie doesn't perform as well, then he can say, yeah, I remember when I spoke to that individual, they said that to me too. You already heard it from me first. Like, this is the game. And I remember James Gunn around December saying that the movie is around 2 hours, 20 minutes, 30 minutes the most. And then he comes back and says, yeah, I heard also that the movie is 2 hours and 20 minutes. Like, get the f out of here, bro. Get out of here with that shit. So I don't understand why this became a big piece of information, because it was a nothing burger. This dude does that all the time, and I do not like him. And like, if he's right about something, and I can confirm with some other people that I know, which I'm not a scooper. Like, I know people that are in the know, and I always, like, when I see something that is weird, like, dude, is this happening? They say yes, but don't say anything, and I don't, or say, oh yes, put it out there, like, and I do, but I don't claim it to be my own or to be a scooper. So whenever I hear this individual say something and I check, like 9 out of 10, like, it's bullshit. 9 out of 10 is always some dumb shit. Anyway, so let me see. This is something that somebody posted, and I was like, oh, because this is a shot from the trailer. And I want to just break this down, because on the trailer, we can see this is Metamorpho here. And we can see Superman in a cage. And the thing that Metamorpho can do, he can pretty much produce, he's like Adam Eve, can create anything out of thin air. And I think he created a small sun to give Superman powers so he can break out of whatever cell he's in. But one thing that people are noticing, that this individual here kind of looks like David Corenswet. So are we getting is this a cell that's holding a bunch of Superman clones? Interesting. Anyway, so we're gonna get the script for Superman. Oh, this is what I was not ready to speak about this. Anyway, so I guess the Superman, the official script book is gonna be released on October 21st. Of course, after the movie. So just the fact that they're putting this stuff out there, they feel good about this film. Like, they can, if they already had this out there saying, yeah, we're gonna have this out there so we could sell it and make money, I think they're gonna do good with the marketing and the merch, because a lot of stuff is already starting to happen as far as merchandise. So I'm really looking forward to a lot of that stuff. Let me see. Hey, yeah, that's it. Okay, let me put this down. I had something else lined up, and I think I lost because I had all my tabs and I accidentally closed them like a idiot, of course. But anyway, So yeah, let me bring this up. Sorry, guys. Let me see. What are you guys talking about? All right, let me do some. Let me catch up with the chat. Now, let me see. We had to wait until 2 months. Yeah, I already checked that. Superman actor, they get a fresh new actor, Reeves Routh. Yeah, they always get. You know what? One thing about Brandon Routh, because I know people feel a certain type of way about Henry Cavill not getting his just getting. Let me bring this out, so I think that's easier for me to manage. That he didn't get to make his films. Henry Cavill was in Superman, BVS, and Justice League. You know who was shafted for reals? Brandon Routh. He could have been like this generation's Superman, but that director did a shitty movie. He did a piss poor movie of a Superman film. Like, so in Zack Snyder came in like, has Zack Snyder not made that amazing Superman movie, probably we'll have to wait another 20 years to see another Superman movie. So yeah, so the person who got who got really shafted was Brandon Routh. Like, if you want to campaign for somebody to come back as Superman, it should be Brandon Routh. The Thunderbolt is a certified. Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, they're not. Man, stop hating. We don't know that. We haven't seen that. I seen that the trailer look interesting. The Thunderbolts have Bucky, yes, yep. They changed Sam's comic book attributes and they turned him into Iron Man 2.0. They did. I saw the same complaint with Spider-Man. I saw the same complaints about Spider-Man, but I don't think so. I think it was solid what the changes that they made. The anti. Oh wait, yeah, you are. Yes, Cal. Yes, you are. Let me see. I remember you guys. Let me see. I think after Lantern season 1, John will be Green Lantern. Hal will be the. I think he's already parallaxed. Like, he already been parallaxed by this. Like, he's already done with. He's like going through the ringer. I think so. I don't think he's gonna become parallaxed. We'll get to. That would be nice to see Kyle Reiner. Yes, I would love to see that. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I like. Anyway, so, I think what's gonna happen is, I don't know if he's gonna die. I got a feeling he will die. So if he dies, of course, he already been paralyzed and he already. But then wait, what if he's paralyzed and then he dies because paralyzed dies? Well, Greenland, he dies at the end of that story. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. Let me go back down here. Are you using Brave or Chrome so you can what? What are you talking about? Superman Returns only made 300 million. So not. Yeah, it was a $250 million budget, and that was a lot back then. That was too much. That was way too much money. So yeah, the studio lost a lot of money, and they lost faith in that. Yeah, Snyder. Yeah, I don't like that guy. Oh, you know who I saw last night? I should say that because I had him on the chat. I had him. Let me see. I thought that was pretty good. That was pretty good. The Watchtower. Oh my god, I forget his name. Nice guy. I like him. I'll probably do a live stream next week with him. Because I like Slav. He has a show, a live stream called the Watchtower, and I watched them yesterday, and all of a sudden one of those Snyder cultists showed up, and it's exact, and it went exactly how I thought it would, because I always said to you guys, I don't think the people that talk about this are bad people, or that they're hateful people. This YouTube stuff makes people do things that they don't normally do. but they do it because they want the channel to succeed. And I saw him inviting that dude that everybody hates, Aaron Fisher, whatever. And they had a cool conversation. I was like, oh, see, I knew this dude is not an asshole. But he says asshole things, but I was like, yeah, he's doing what I thought he would be doing, like talking to his audience. Like he knows that probably 90% of his viewers, yeah, that guy, yeah. So I think, like I said that on a live stream, that everything that he does seems a little bit performative. So I think that he's doing exactly that. That he knows that 90% of his viewers are Snyder cultists, so he has to feed the machine. I don't think that he believes a lot of the stuff that he says, but he's saying it anyway because that's what his viewers are there for. So he gotta feed that machine, otherwise they will go away. And if you are serious about your YouTube channel, which I feel that he is, you will continue to do those things to make sure that your channel doesn't fail. And that's why I'm like at the beginning I was fucking bothering him and sending him memes, but I think I do that with everybody. I like to troll. But yeah, so he's doing exactly what I thought he's doing. Like he's probably an asshole, but I don't know him personally. But he seems like a cool guy when he was talking to Slav on the live stream. Like, okay, yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, and I think people put these individuals on a pedestal. And I think that's what creates. At the same time, I should say this, because if you have a channel and you know there's some toxicity in certain fandom, and you are feeding the machine, you should be responsible enough to say, "Hey guys, I think doing this is a little bit too much," or saying this is a little bit too much. I don't know if he condones it or he agrees with a lot of the stuff, but I know that the majority of those people have created a negative aura around the Snyderverse, and having people like him hasn't helped, because you have to have some accountability. You have to open up your mouth and say, "Yo, this is not right." Some of you guys go too fucking hard. Some of these guys just go harder than the pain. Like some people, they just like sitting there waiting for any news related to Superman so they can quote tweet it, restore the Snyderverse, sell it to Netflix, and all this dumb shit. Like, and even him, I'm sure that he retweets all that crap. So you have to have some type of accountability and say, nah, this is not right. This is it's a little bit too much. Like, you can have your own opinion. Like I said at the beginning, like with our movie news, like he can have his own opinion. Like he probably sits in the middle. If he sees something that's positive, maybe he's gonna feel more positive about the movie. But if he sees something that he doesn't like, he's gonna say, no, I'm not liking what I seen. One of the things that he said, like for instance, he said that he doesn't like the trunks. I couldn't care less, but I can see why people have issues with the trunks. But anyway, I like the Snyderverse, but those dudes are taking, yes, it is. They need to chill. They need to fall back a little, because I think they don't understand the magnitude of what will happen. No, I don't think they don't know. They do not know the magnitude of what would happen if Superman fails or the DC universe fails. Anyway, so let me see. I think that was the last thing I wanted to cover. All right, let's see. Okay. All right, guys. So I think that's it. Let's call it a night. I've been going. Yeah, damn, it's already been an hour now. Okay. All right, so guys, thank you for hanging out with me. It's been a pleasure as usual. Thank you, Salinas. Thank you, Cal. Thank you, Joel, for hanging out with me, and everybody else who commented earlier. And Brian, thank you for showing up. Alex, Patrick, Jolly, thank you for hanging out with me this entire time. I'll try. I'm not gonna promise you. But I'll try to do another live stream next week on Friday again. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. So make sure to share this content with everybody. Share it on all your social media. So share it with your family, your friends, your lovers, your cousins, your neighbors. So that way we can make this a larger community. Guys, thank you for watching. Till next time. All right.